Alright, hey family, it's Chosen Maria J, and I'm back with the reading. Today I'm going to read on Malcolm Jamal Warner that passed away recently in Costa Rica. And if you guys don't know, Malcolm Jamal Warner was on the Bill Cosby show, and his character was named Theo Huxtable, which is a character that a lot of us grew up watching. Says that he died in Limon, Costa Rica, July 20th, 2025. So we're going to do a reading on it. It says that he died, well, from the news, they're saying that he died from asphyxia, which is the current in the ocean that supposedly took him. And it says that they tried to do CPR on him for a little bit of time, and he was pronounced dead at 54 years old. So we're going to see what happened to Malcolm Jamal Warner because he was very popular, and we all want to know. So I'm going to get started with his reading. And I did write his name here just to start the reading, see what information come out so I can, because this may be a two-part reading, so I want to write it down as they come out, y'all. So we're going to get started. Father God, give us the answers to what happened to Malcolm Jamal Warner. We would like to know the truth and nothing but the truth so that we can help justice be brought to the situation. If there's any injustices that was performed or that happened. So we're gonna get started, y'all. I already shuffled my cards. I got my true crime deck, so it's very big. So I got it in four different types of decks, so that I can get all the information that I need. So we got one card, and I'm gonna try to put the story together as it come out, y'all. Two. So okay, so the first cards we got authority. If y'all can see, we got authority, and we got spiritual laws were broken during his death, during the time of his demise, or during the time that this situation happened. It says that spiritual laws were broken and some type of authority was involved. So maybe the police, maybe the ambulance men, but there was some type of authority that was involved in his death. And it's giving y'all, like, did they really perform the CPR? Like, you know how people performing CPR, but they really not performing CPR, like, because they already feel like he was dead or whatever. So it's given that even when they pull him out the water, they could see the lifelessness on his body. So maybe the authority already knew that, what was going on here. Um, or the authorities was notified in this situation. But either way it goes, spiritual laws were broken. So it's showing that in this situation, there is some type of spiritual warfare or spiritual laws that was not about it, and when spiritual laws is broken, this could be witchcraft, this could be people going against other people's free will, this could be people just doing things to disappoint God. When nothing comes out this deck, I'll move on to the next deck. Let me shuffle one more time because I didn't. Let me get some water, y'all. I gotta make sure that my hands is look. As I pause, we got not public information. So some information in his death or revolving or surrounding his death is not public information. So we may not know everything that happened. I would say starting leading up to and during or after the situation that's happened with Malcolm Jamal Warner. Thank you. One more time. I want to clear it 2 times. All right. So we got AI tactics. So it's given that. Oh, y'all just got to hold down low. So so wherever or wherever Malcolm Jamal Warner was doing, It's showing that basically, um, maybe he was tracked some type of way. Maybe his phone was hacked. His phone was like, when I get AI tactics, it's giving me like people hacking into your phone, people like just some type of computer stuff, y'all. You know, some type of AI weird stuff that normal motherfuckers can't do. Like somebody was computer smart here, and maybe they tracked his phone to know that he was in Costa Rica, going to Costa Rica, whatever. But something involved in the situation was used, like AI tactics. Hold on, y'all. So there's a partner in crime here. So there is somebody who he probably did everything with, y'all. Like somebody he probably did everything with, and this person probably was freaking. It's given this person was tracking his every move, like some robotic AI type of stuff, y'all. This person was tracking his every move. This person, partner in crime, was tracking Malcolm Jamal Warner, all of his moves because they wanted to know what he was doing, when he was doing it, how he was doing it, why, I don't know yet. But there was a partner in crime here. So there's somebody who was on this trip with him, who he do everything with, and he considered that person as his partner in crime. And that person was actually um, keeping tabs on him. We got an inmate. So there's somebody in jail that may know about the situation, or somebody may be going to jail regarding the situation. Somebody may be going to jail once the truth come out. Yeah, look at all these cards that just came out. So we got open land or farm. So we given that he was out in the open somewhere when this happened. Okay, he was out in the open on open land. So we all know that he was in the ocean. The ocean is open land. It can be a farm or anything, but it's open land. So anything that's bound to happen on open land, like when you in a desert, it's so much land to cover. People don't know what the hell gonna happen. So it's given with the open land that the ocean is just so big that it was open land, y'all. Then we got public affairs, public dates. So somebody was going on public affairs and public dates. This is a love card. So maybe his girlfriend or he was married. So maybe his wife or maybe he was going on public dates and maybe she found out about it, y'all. But it's giving somebody of authority. Somebody of authority broke some spiritual laws here. He is dead. This person is with the ancestors. So Malcolm Jamal Warner is gone. So rest in peace to him. It says poisoned. So maybe before he went out in this open land, like in this water, it's given that maybe he was had some alcohol in his system or something in his system that was not requiring him to have enough strength, because it said that he tried to save his daughter, but maybe he couldn't save himself. So that's probably how the current got him. So when you are poisoned and when you are going through something like this and you're not in your regular right mind, anything is bound to happen. You can see illusions and all type of stuff when you are not in your right mind. It says rich or wealthy person. So we all know that he was rich and wealthy. Or it could be a rich or wealthy person that's involved in his death. And we got the trunk of car. So something's in the trunk of somebody's car that may be evidence to this situation or something like that. And like I said, he was poisoned, so maybe he was drunk when he went inside this ocean, y'all. Like he probably wasn't in his right mind. Like, you know what I'm saying? It probably was the alcohol in his system. I'm gonna go to this deck. It's gonna have to be a two-part because y'all, it's a lot of information coming out. Thank you. We got LGBT. So there was an LGBT person with this man, y'all. And this is a confirmation because it said that he was with a man, y'all, and this man was not straight. And it's given Oh my God, y'all. So we're gonna keep this information right here because it also said he had a partner in crime. Then I just seen pushed off. So maybe the person who was supposed to be saving him, because they said the man was supposed to be pulling him out the water. Maybe he pushed him off into the current. I just seen pushed off, but I didn't want to pull it out because it didn't fall out. But my attention came to that card. Hold on, y'all. Let me clean my hands that way. That way. So we got divine timing and due season. So this is something that was going to happen anyways. Looks like he was going to be coming to an early untimely death or early demise anyways, with that divine timing coming out. Distraction is texting me. Look, y'all. I got pool, mob, and spiritual healer. So this person, so Malcolm Jamal Warner was giving some healing energy, y'all. Looks like he was very spiritual. Okay. Then we got the mob. So it looks like these people was money over business. These people was all about their money. Whoever did this to him or whatever happened, it was like some mob shit. It was like, nah, this is gonna happen. This was gonna happen. Then we got pool, so we got a pool of water. We all know that he came to his demise in a pool of water or a pool, whatever water. But yeah, the mob is like these people meant spiritual business. These people meant serious business, y'all. Then I just seen child pornography, so and it seems like he had a daughter, so maybe he was. It's like he was very overprotective of his daughter. So there are some things that he didn't want his daughter to do in this industry, and it looks like somebody was not okay with that. Maybe they wanted the daughter to be in the industry, and he did not because he knew that how they were exploiting these children. So it seems like he tried to keep his daughter out of the industry. Oh God, thank you. Hairstylist. So maybe somebody do hair or they style or they keep nice hair. Somebody who was around and when this happened. Thank you. What happened to Malcolm Jamal Warner? We got divine timing, trunk of car, pool. This was a homicide, y'all. So he was killed on some mob shit. This was some mob shit, and it was a homicide. So yes, he was poisoned, and yes, he was set up. Spiritual laws were broken. There we go. So there was some type of witchcraft involved in this, and it was a woman who set him up on, I guess, probably made him even go on this trip. It was a woman who was keeping tabs on this man, set him up, and she might be going to jail. We got root work, spell work. It was a woman who did root work and spell work on him. So she was paid off with money. This woman who did this to him, she was paid off. We got still more time. Then we got river or beach where it's happening at. We got marine spirit. So this woman was paid off to poison Malcolm Jamal Warner to drown. What else? Thank you. She was basically his hitman. She was his hitman to cause his death. So this woman was his hitman to cause his death. Thank you. So we got tolerating. So this woman felt like she was being tolerated. That's probably why she did this. And it says starving. So she wanted more. This woman wanted more from out of Malcolm. And I guess he didn't do it. I'm about to separate this deck. It's too big. We'll put it over there too. Okay. So this woman felt rejected or outcasted. And probably because nobody never talked about her. He was on the Bill Cosby show. It was all about, ooh, what he did. Rudy, them, all them characters that was on the Bill Cosby show. She did not get in what she fit in at. And I know exactly who this is. They said they couldn't find. They said they couldn't find a wife. But the ancestors saw this take place. Also, money spills were used on this guy. Look, we got the sea life. This happened at the beach once again. Once again, this was a paid hit. I gotta turn my camera so y'all can see how this is coming out, y'all. It's crazy. This will have a boomerang effect. So with this hit and with this information being out, this will be having a boomerang effect on whoever this witch was who poisoned this man, because she was money hungry and felt like she was outcasted and felt like she wanted to pick. She was rejected. We got love spells. This woman used love spells. Behind the love spells, we got beaches. Look, beaches and love spells. This woman used love spells on him. Thank you. We got a homeless person. Didn't they see somebody try to help him? Or maybe somebody saw something. Maybe a homeless person that was at the beach saw something. We got Fighter. Fighter, I just seen Fighter. So he was fighting for his life when all this happened, bro. Killed, cloned, and replaced. Like I said, to some mob shit. Somebody in the higher up paid this woman. Now she on the run, escape. Somebody on the run because they feel like they don't know what's going to come out. He was a fighter. He fought for his life. What else with Malcolm Jamal Warner? Thank you. That flip. Bad doctor. Like I said, bad CPR. This had to happen because they wanted to see him dead. And I know there's a possibility of doing bad CPR on somebody because I've seen it. Hitman again. There's somebody who's racist here. So he was. If you didn't know that he was pro-black, he liked to talk a lot about black people. So there's a white person here that did not like him at all. There's a big secret regarding his death.
They got candy.
I think I do. Huh?
Got candy?
No, I don't. This happened out of the country. The wrath of God is here. Like I said, there was a violation. There was a violation. They violated his rights as a spiritual soul being here. All them cars just flipped. I'm feeling so tired. You was gonna divorce this lady?
Y'all let take guys to sleep.
Well, she mad.
Let me come over there.
Acting like she had no ill intentions. All on the news. Acting like she had no ill intentions. But this case is open. Active case. Somebody who care about him. Active case. They doing their research. Fucking warlocks and witches, bro. On the news. We'll see it on the news. Alright, so we got some hair and some DNA. Yeah, maybe. We had a tourist. So there was people that was there that seen what happened, kinda, probably. And that probably can speak on the situation, but a lot of information is not public information, y'all. I'll do a part 2. But we're going to see what lies beneath, y'all. So I'm going to move on to this deck, what lies beneath. And we'll see. What happened to Malcom Jamal Warner? I hope you guys, this is crazy, yeah. Everybody liked him. And you got people who be mad. So like I said, somebody was mad at him who wanted to do this to him, which was a woman. An insecure ass woman. An insecure woman. Look at this woman, y'all, looking behind her damn glass and stuff. Insecure woman who did this to him. Thank you. I guess he was tired of the drama. He was going to leave her. She was tired of the drama and she killed him. Oh, and she was broke, of course. So she got paid off for that. Oh, she mad because he didn't want to keep, he was doing sexual protection. He was using condoms with her. He wasn't trusting her like that no more. Yeah, look, love story. It's all about love. She was mad because the nigga didn't love her like that. And it's just total drama. Total drama. And she could never fulfill his fantasy. Or he couldn't fulfill hers. It was all about fulfilling the fantasy for him. You know what I'm saying? They say his wife do look like the girl who died off of the Bill Cosby show. So somebody is expecting a new beginning, which is her. But she made some bad choices. Look at this woman, red lipstick changes. So she's being promiscuous. She thinks she about to move on with her life. This woman right here with her money and everything. Whoever did this ex-wife that he was about to divorce, she thinks she about to move on with her money and all that kind of stuff. Because she out here sleeping around with somebody. And then she might end up pregnant, y'all. The same lady who just was with him. It says falling apart into pieces. Everything that they had was falling apart into pieces. She was upset about that. Because she know this man had residuals. And she hated nothing about him. So she probably loved him, had a crush on him, everything, but it was outdated. It was very much outdated, the relationship, and he didn't want any more of it. Now she's burning evidence from the things that she did, and she don't want to hear it. She don't want to hear it. So whatever she's doing right now, she's putting on a show. She putting on a show about, oh, she's sad that he died or whatever, because she's already fucking around getting in a room with somebody else. Yeah. So all this is a fake apology. All this is fake what we're seeing, y'all. So she was getting on that man's nerves the whole fucking time. And she been in a private relationship this whole time. Or he has. He had another relationship. Maybe she found out about it. But either way it goes, there was some bad choices made with their love life. That's why she poisoned him. Damn. Wow. Oh. So now she watching shit. She was watching shit go down, enjoying the show, eating popcorn, watching the motherfucking people drown. Yeah. And she probably somewhere getting high doing drugs or gave him some. And the situation exploded. Yeah, she betrayed him. She betrayed him. And he knew it wasn't a matter of time that it was going to happen. His emotional intelligence was ringing. His spiritual awareness was coming up, and he was depressed about it because he didn't know what they was going to do to him. But he didn't know when or how they was going to do what they was going to do to him. But he knew something wasn't right, and it was making him depressed. Yep. It says she was jealous of him. She was jealous of him because he was going to be moving on with his life. Look at the camel. Everybody knows camels is used to travel. He was going to be moving on with his life. And she was very upset with that because he was supposed to be her coverings, her mind, her everything. Take care of her. He was supposed to take care of her, be her doctor and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? Be everything that she needed him to be. And he started not to do that. He started to worry about himself. And she became a monster, y'all. A green-eyed, hairy-eyed monster. You know what I'm saying? That showed herself as harmless and friendly. And she was not. She was not. She was not. And it was an emergency situation that happened. Look, and he just put himself in work. He became a workaholic. He went do his business, podcast stuff. Not all everybody is hood. He was trying to reach all of his goals while she was too busy in the background trying to kill his ass. Yeah, look, she was trying to painful but truthful communication, nail the coffin. She was trying to nail his ass while he was too busy trying to reach all his goals. And that's why he didn't foresee this coming. He didn't foresee this coming. He didn't. He was very loyal. He saw himself as a loyal, as a hero, as a helper. So he never saw her doing him like that. Never. Damn. Yeah. So yep, and she was having conversations investing, said saving your pennies. Don't run away with your spending, moderation. Mind you, he was trying to be moderate with his money. He was basically like, no, I'm not gonna do this, I'm not gonna do that because I have to invest in this, I have to invest in that, I have to save for a rainy day. I have to do this, I have to do that. Mind you, she was out here being a whole like, nope, nope, nope. I need money for this, money for that, money for this, money for that, causing towers in this man's life as he trying to build. She was bringing a hammer down on him, y'all, fucking it up bad. And everything he cleaned up, she made it worse. Every time he brought the rain to a situation and made it better, she made it worse. Damn. This bitch is evil. Yeah, where is you hiding at? Come on out, ma'am. Wherever you hiding at. Looks like you did put something in his drink and you were having conversations of it about him because he was seeing his value and he was going to leave you. It says seeing your value, making the most of the day. Successful. This is hey. He was seeing his value. He was building, baby. He had a profitable business, and you know you ain't gonna get no, you wasn't gonna get near another penny after a while. You know he was done with your ass, but divorce your ass. So you would say, oh, nobody else can have him. I can't. You can't have him. And you know the ball was about to be in his court because he was the main player, and you knew that. But the ball ended up in your court, and you became a sneaky ass fox, and you did this to him. You did this to him because you was sad and you was depressed that a nigga didn't want you. Girl, let's stop playing. That is sad. This lady done did this to Malcolm Jamal Warner. Done poisoned this man for he went out to that beach, got that man drunk and all that, and I made that man sit here. It stuck in that current. They came out to the water, and when he came out to the water, people was acting like they was helping him. They wasn't even helping him. He was very by himself. It says loneliness. He was feeling real lonely when he got that water. He knew that his time was up. He knew that he was dying because these motherfuckers was in on it. Everybody was in on it, bitch. Facts. And there's a bystander who watched all this go down. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. They probably said they did CPR and did a motherfucking thing. Probably just did CPR for 10 minutes. How you gonna do CPR for 10 minutes on somebody who just swallowed all that water? Yeah, and he was in denial about it. It says they were all in denial. Indecision. He should have been made a decision. Leave whoever alone. It says LGBT, and he should have surrendered the situation, but he failed, and it caused him grief, y'all, and it brought him adversity. It brought him adversity and regret because they succeeded at what they wanted to do, and then she mad because the love was bad. She didn't have no love from him, but they succeeded at what they wanted to do, was take him out. Yeah, had the man living in fear. He knew it was gonna happen. He knew it was gonna happen. He just didn't know when, where, and how. She got that man DNA in his hair somewhere too, and it was fucking with his health. He knew it was gonna happen because his health was declining. Honestly, and he thought it was his imagination. He thought he was just fucking like, oh, I'm just feeling sick and all that. And he wanted to persevere. He wanted to push through it because of his pride. He knew he was. He knew he was. Yeah. He knew he was. And he also felt guilty because he also knew that he didn't want to be with this lady. But he forgave himself for it, and he had patience in the situation because he knew it was a purpose, and his daughter was the purpose. And he was going to bring a change to the situation. But guess what? Now there's judgment to the situation because whatever happened didn't need to happen. He knew that. That's sad. This man knew they was gonna set him up to kill him, either for his money, for his accolades, for a sacrifice in some type of way. He had courage and he trusted himself. He trusted himself from his service. Yep, from whatever he did, and he knew he had balance and he accepted it. He had discipline. Even though he was worried, he had balance, discipline. He accepted everything, even though he was worried. He always kept humor. He always kept himself. He always stayed himself, and he was grow. He was growing, but now he's free, y'all. And now she to blame. Whoever got the money is to blame for the death. Damn. Wow. I'm done. Whoever got the money is to blame for the death. Part one. Lord Jesus. All right, y'all. We're going to wrap this up.